Hello there ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm going to be officially updating you on some more latest news. Right, I've got quite a few things to update you guys on today. The first topic of the development is about 27-year-old Danny Rose from Tottenham, the current left back. He has currently attracted teams' interest now. Manchester United are interested in signing the player, Chelsea are interested in now signing the player, and also Inter Milan have been interested in signing the 27-year-old who is currently 5'8". He currently plays for Tottenham, as I did say. He has played for Watford in the past, he's played for Leeds in the past, he's played for Peterborough in the past, and he's played for Watford, Peterborough, Leeds, Sunderland, where he won the Player of the Season, I think, as well, and he has won the PFA before. Anyway, the long-going speculation now is about Danny Rose, the player that I think has been injured since January. He's still slowly recovering from his injury. He's a player that for the last couple of years has done fantastic for in England, and he's done well for Tottenham. And apparently he's attracted a lot of interest. Teams have been interested in the player. He also made 21 appearances last season. I think scored two goals and 4 assists. He has been injured for quite a long time, but teams have been interested in currently signing their left back. But as I keep saying, you know, Tottenham are still the only team out of the big teams that have not made their first significant signing yet out of all the big clubs. And Tottenham will be frustrated with this. They've already offloaded Kyle Walker, you know, who's allegedly one of the best right-backs in world football at this moment in time. You could say it'd be Dani Alves. Back in his Barcelona days, Dani Alves was generated as one of the best right-backs in the world. Probably is still in that list. But City had to break the world record fee for Kyle Walker, and then obviously City had to then do it again, break the world record fee for Benjamin Mendy, who is currently 4 years younger than Kyle Walker. So we know Tottenham have already lost Kyle Walker. They did receive £50 million, but Tottenham have been consistent for the last couple of years, and I just can't see Tottenham willing to offload one of their best left backs, and probably one of the best left backs, you know, in the Premier League at least, is Danny Rose. He's attracted a lot of interest from teams, and he's currently got a 5-year deal with Tottenham. His salary is about £65,000 a week, and there's teams out there that compare to double his wages to try and get him away from Tottenham, or put out a huge bid for the current player. But Pochettino and Danny Levy will be standing firm in this situation. They'll probably have no intentions of offloading Danny Rose, because Danny Rose knows he's a player that wants to be with player of his calibre. He wants to be achieving trophies. The way that he goes forward, him and Kyle Walker on each fan last season were absolutely sublime for Tottenham. The way they drive forward, his defensive distribution, the way he creates space, the way he comes up against oppositions. On that left-hand side, his genuine pace is absolutely fantastic, is Danny Rose's. But potentially Chelsea are interested in a lot of players that we're interested in as well, and they're currently looking for Danny Rose. They're also looking for Sergio Aguero. Now, Chelsea have missed out on Alexis Sandro, what was their main priority target for the entirety of the summer. Sergio Aguero is a player, Alexandro, a Juventus player, which is essential for them because they've already lost 2 of their key players. So Juventus may be resisted and reluctant to sell the right back to Chelsea. Chelsea have made inquiries. They were willing to break the world's defensive record fee over Manchester City to get Alexandro. He's a fantastic player. He's probably generated as one of the best fullbacks in the world, as well as Alexandro, and Chelsea were interested in him. So we know Chelsea in their fullback position, they've got Azpilicueta, they've got Gary Cahill, they've got now David Luiz. Obviously, they've offloaded John Terry. Chelsea, you know, they've got Rudiger in the mix, you know, so Chelsea is still looking for another centre-back, and they're potentially looking in for a right-back as well, and potentially a left-back as well. So Chelsea, with Sergio Aguero, as I did say, reports had broke out yesterday. France had given us an update on what the latest news was regarding Aguero. Apparently, PSG have decided to sanction him off I think this is the valuation is about £27 million. £27 million for the player, but apparently Chelsea have been in negotiations with the current player's agent, but apparently he would prefer a move to Manchester United, because he's not going to get them starts at PSG, you know, with Dani Alves there, and he's not going to be first choice over Dani Alves, so PSG are willing to let him go so they can raise some funds for this, and he does want to make the move. He's been one of Tottenham's target. We know his bad reputation he's got. He's been convicted of assaulting a police officer and assault, and he is still currently banned from the UK. So Jose Mourinho was a bit aware of his disciplinary issues that he has currently got, this player. We know personal terms had been agreed, as it said before. This was on a 4 or 5 year deal, £4 million per season. The salary was about £95,000 a week for the player. So it now apparently could be even £16 million we could get the player for, according to ESPN. So we'll see. And Chelsea are targeting a lot of defenders in this transfer window. As I did say, the same with Van Dijk. Chelsea are currently in the race for Van Dijk with Liverpool as being Liverpool's main priority target for this transfer window. Van Dijk, who's been at Celtic before as well. He's won Scottish League Cup. He's won the Scottish Premiership with Celtic. He's also had the Player of the Season with Southampton as well. I think he's also he's won the PFA as well as Virgil van Dijk. He's a good, fantastic centre-back. Southampton had rated him as a £60-70 million player. I think he's another player. Has he been injured? I think he has been injured as a Van Dijk. He currently didn't go on the pre-seasons with Southampton, and I think the player has currently put a transfer request in, and he does want to make the move. He's currently on. He's on this. I think he's on a 6-year deal, so he's one of the highest players in that asset. For Southampton is Virgil van Dijk, but he insisted his possible next destination will be Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk. Obviously, Liverpool had ended the interest back in June of Southampton claiming they was going to report this of Liverpool tapping up Virgil van Dijk. Apologies were made, but Virgil van Dijk does want to make the move, and he claims that he wants European football as Virgil van Dijk, and Chelsea are interested as well in him. Liverpool could still get him on the board as well, so we will see. And as I did update you earlier on what was going on with Philippe Coutinho, I think there is still negotiations going on with Philippe Coutinho. I think he will elevate to that higher level, to be honest with you, Philippe Coutinho, if he goes to Barcelona. We know the Barcelona officials have discussed on several occasions with Coutinho's representative to try and get a deal finalised. The journalist had claimed a meeting had been scheduled, to discuss things through. Barcelona officials or directors have made the approach to England to finalise a deal. Klopp may be still standing firm and being ruthless in this situation because they know how much of an important, iconic figure player that Coutinho is. He has been at the club 4 years since Inter Milan. He is basically looking to reunite with Luis Suarez and all that. And I think he'd be good. He'd be a good long-term replacement for Iniesta. Him in the mix with Messi, him in the mix with Suarez. And that year, Suarez in 2013-14 scored 31 goals for Liverpool. And I think Coutinho, if the right money gets offered, he will depart. And I did say Coutinho, he's not forcing the move, I don't think, but I think he's made it clear that he does want to make the move to Barcelona, does Philippe Coutinho. There have been discussions for quite a while. We know 72 bids being rejected, and 89 million bids being rejected. And I think this is £108 million that Barcelona are offered the player because they have raised these funds. They're looking to get 2 or 3 players for the replacement for Neymar. This is about 2 or 3. They're looking for 2 or 3 players, and this now they've prepared. I think this is £108 million that Barcelona have offered. This may add up to maybe 120, including the bonuses added onto this as well. And I think the deal has been agreed in principle, but it's not fully confirmed just as yet. But Coutinho, with his chance he created last season, it was about 65 chances. It could just prove 13 goals, 7 assists, I think, and the other stats are dramatic as well. It just proves He's one of the best creative midfielders in world football, and at Barcelona, he'll be playing amongst better players. He'll be a much, much bigger club. But from Liverpool's perspective, they wouldn't want to lose a very, very important player. And they've recently suffered injuries to Adam Lallana. I think Coutinho's had a slight injury. Don't know what's going on with Emre Can. Maybe he could be going. So Liverpool still need more in their team. And Salah is a good signing for Liverpool also. With the Naby Keita situation, he's unlikely to be extending his contract, but I think Red Bulls are standing firm and being resisted to any offers. Had Liverpool have been in negotiations for the player before, but I don't think they're willing to sanction him off. He has got a 48 million release clause. I think this may be they'll maybe have to wait till this the value of the release clause maybe reduces, and then Liverpool may go for him maybe in January or something like that. He's a player that Liverpool would like, for him to operate in that number 8 role. He's a very dynamic box-to-box midfielder, very, very creative player. And that was another possible target for Liverpool, so it looks like they've also missed out on him as well. So that's what I'm saying, So anything else to update you guys on today? Updating you now on the latest news now, as I updated you earlier on, is about Gareth Bale. Jose Mourinho has now given up on the pursuit of Gareth Bale because now, as he did say, if he was under the coach's plans, if he was under the club's plans, if he was under the coach's plans and he was under the club plans, he still felt as though Real Madrid would want to keep the player. But he did say if he wasn't under the club plans, if he wasn't under the coach's plans, he would fight for the current player. And we know quite a few teams have been in there to try and get Gareth Bale's signature. But now Mourinho has quoted out him. The club wants him, the manager wants him, and the player wants it. And he's explained the situation now as Mourinho. He has currently give up on Gareth Bale, and Bale had explained this yesterday. He'd currently explained this yesterday. He explained he hasn't really took much notice of the speculation going on around him and the rumours. He just said he's concentrating on his football. He's hoping to get his fitness levels better, and he did say he's heard bits and bobs, but he's not really took much notice of this, has Gareth Bale, and he did say he's just concentrating on his football. So to me that gives us a significant sign he may not want to leave Real Madrid. But the speculation around it is, we know teams have been there, but the speculation, it's been going on basically. We've heard it all before, basically since 2013. We know Florentino Perez and Zidane. Zidane wasn't really keen on selling the player, but it come to an agreement that they didn't want a 4-man attack at Real Madrid, and Gareth Bale, even though he's 28, was still the most likely to be sacrificed, due to his fitness setbacks as well. Real Madrid board have been under pressure to sanction the current player off, but Gareth Bale did insist before to Modric he does want to leave Real Madrid and come to Old Trafford, and the agents even have poured cold water on the speculation. They classified this as absolute rubbish talks in terms of Gareth Bale. They didn't even believe in any of it. So yeah, now this has happened, and now he didn't start the game. Now, yesterday he started the game, so Mourinho has now basically disregarded it. So what we're going to do now for a creative winner? This is why he may have now gone furthermore in the region for Danny Rose as a potential left-back. So Gareth Bale would have been fantastic. He's risen up the ranks with Southampton, obviously being at Tottenham before. Mourinho was willing to pay the 90 or 100 million pound that Real Madrid paid for him from Tottenham. He is a world-class player, and we need that player on the left-hand side, you know what I mean? And now currently they'd come to an agreement. Marca did report they wanted Kylian Mbappe Real Madrid. They were looking to raise the funds for Gareth Bale, but now there has been a change of scenery, because we know now Florentino Perez and Zidane have basically given some update. Now Perez has a give up now on signing Kylian Mbappe. So it looks like realistically now that Gareth Bale is going to be staying at Real Madrid, and he's still got years ahead of him as well. It'd be fantastic for him to come back to the Premier League, because he is Premier League proven as well as Gareth Bale. But now Apparently, with the Mbappe situation, we know numerous teams in this transfer window have been interested in signing Kylian Mbappe. Real Madrid have been amongst the favourites. Elie Queet reported the other day he would go to either Real Madrid or Paris Saint-Germain. We know Arsenal have had bids rejected. We know Liverpool have been there, but he's not going to go to Liverpool because there's better options for him out there. But Mbappe did quote out to Monaco. He notified them he does want to depart the club, does Mbappe. Numerous teams, Barcelona have made inquiries about it. But numerous teams have been involved, and it'd be interesting to see how he'd express himself in a different league. Kylian Mbappe, he is one of the highest prospects in world football. Real Madrid he's rated as around £160 million player. He wants to make the move because he'd also be coming at list with Neymar as one of the world's most expensive players. Mbappe would be the world's most youngest ever player, youngest player, so paid player as well. Yeah, there, guys. But apparently we know teams have been interested. We know Manchester City have been keen on making a move from there. Spent over 200 million and they've done good business with Monaco. Mbappe does want to make the move, the 18-year-old lad. And apparently now that I'm going to discuss with you guys, PSG... Apparently now, it did say the other day that he agreed personal terms with PSG, and he has basically now, apparently Mbappe has snubbed Real Madrid off, and his preferred move is PSG. But PSG have already smashed the world record in world of football for Neymar. Apparently they were prepared to offer Mbappe £140 million as their first offer, but apparently Mbappe does want to make the move, but apparently now PSG have disregarded all this, and there may now be a change of scene. They may now fully not be making a full-on approach for the player. So what it's being said is Mbappe's interested in going, but I think PSG have disregarded this because maybe something to do with the Neymar situation, the amount of money they've spent on Neymar, you know, with the circumstances around it. Maybe they might wait till January to get another player, maybe wait till next summer to get another player. But I think he is a Real Madrid fan, or is he a PSG fan, Kylian Mbappe? But he now has apparently snubbed Real Madrid off, and that he did say before he would join Real Madrid, but now obviously looking like they're not going to sacrifice Bale off. He would want that first team football Mbappe, and there's people out there persuading him to join and partner up with Neymar at PSG, Kylian Mbappe. So he would be experiencing a higher facility, he'd be gaining more experience with Mbappe, an absolute prolific goal scorer, But apparently this could be now due to the what happens with Thomas Lemar, where if Mbappe stays, then Lemar may be allowed to leave. But it's key. This could be key in Arsenal's point of view. If Mbappe leaves, Monaco may be reluctant and resisted, and they may keep Thomas Lemar. But if Kylian Mbappe stays, they may then offload Thomas Lemar. So Arsenal have been in full discussions with Thomas Lemar. They've had discussions with Monaco over the potential move. We know bids have been rejected for Thomas Lemar. Thomas Lemar is adamant that he does want to leave. Even the journalist said he will... Who's this way? Someone's at my doorway there. What there, someone? Oh. Even the journalist before said he will make the move to Arsenal, but Lemar does want to make the move. Arsenal, I think, are in talks around about a 15 million bid for the player, and he's a fantastic player, and he'd be a very, very important player for Arsenal, would Lemar. So, and we know Barcelona have also entered the race for Thomas Lemar. We know Liverpool have been in the race for Thomas Lemar, but he could still be favoured to go to Arsenal. Now, the breaking news is about Alexis Sanchez. Apparently now, Sanchez, when he was sick before he missed the pre-season games with Arsenal, he's looked fantastically, training and stuff, and it come to an agreement that it looks like he was staying at the club. But now apparently he's suffered an injury. He was dismissed for the Community Shield, and now he's suffered an injury. He is likely to be also dismissed for Arsenal's game against Leicester on Friday. Apparently now PSG, well, we know City are in there. PSG were willing to put an £80 million bid in for the player, and maybe offering £400,000 a week. I don't know if it's £80 million put in. I think they were thinking about doing this. This is £80 million, and we know the PSG have got a good communication with Arsenal and Arsene Wenger as well, including the president. The president said if they were going to step up their interest in Sanchez, he would have discussions with Arsene Wenger. But as I did say, Sanchez did say he wants Champions League football, and since that day, Arsene Wenger has rebuffed everything. He's standing firm. He's being ruthless in this situation, and he's physically suggested he has blocked the move for Sanchez, and apparently I think he's going to see out his deal. But as I keep saying, if teams are willing to pay over £50 million for a player who is world class, but he's coming to an end to a halt of his contract, then it's really hard to turn down, even though it's one of your most essential players. Or it's either keep him till the end of it, keep him to see out his deal, or then keep him to see out his deal, or wait for him to get captured for free in 12 months' time. So it looks like he's signed another deal with Arsenal, and he will become free, I think, in 12 months' time. But if you could, Arsenal could benefit from this. If they could get over £50 million for Alexis Sanchez, they could benefit from it. But there again, maybe not, because it's still one of the most essential players. And I think Sanchez will see out his contract with the club. I know he's been keen on making a move to Manchester City. City have still showed their interest in the player, looking to reunite with Pep Guardiola after them years. And he bonded fantastically well with Pep Guardiola at Barcelona, did Alexis Sanchez. But I think since he's been training, he has looked happy with Arsenal, and I think Wenger has rebuffed it all. I think he has wanted to make the move, but there may be now a change of scenery. PSG may target him in January, maybe target him next summer or something like that. Same with Manchester City. So he could see out his deal with Arsenal. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yes, anyway, guys, with Bale looks like it's off now, so I don't know what we're going to do with a creative winner. As I did say about Mbappe, his preferred move now is PSG, and Perez has poured cold water on this speculation about Mbappe. He is not. I don't think they have now any intentions of capturing Kylian Mbappe, because with the Bale situation, I think Bale does now want to stay. I don't think Bale's been in any discussions of him making a potential move away from Real Madrid, and I think Gareth Bale is currently happy with the club. So we still need to look more in the region. We've got Lindelof, we've got Lukaku, we've got Matic. I think potentially we may still need a midfielder. We definitely need that creative winner. So Mourinho's hoping to get another couple of signings at least on the board. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update today. Drop your comments and likes below on my video. Subscribe to my channel as always, and take it easy. And I'll see you later. Bye.